up, everybody? I'm Sal Klein. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele.
And welcome to Spitballin. Yo, it's
Yeah,
been a minute. It's been a minute, but we back. We
we
back.
back. You see what this picture is behind me, Reg?
Yes, sir. That's the punchline. That's our home club.
Yeah, this
The
is in
punchline in San
my.
Francisco.
This is the first still of not the first, but this is a still from the opening sequence of the upcoming special by yours truly.
Yeah. Woo, it's coming. What's
So
it
there it
called?
is.
What's the
That's
name of the special
cool.
called? Mental
Spillness.
Mental Spillness.
Today is the
SPILL.
1 year anniversary when I caught my girlfriend cheating on me. So there's that.
Today's a 1 year
And
anniversary.
I feel like my cousin, like I was watching football with my cousin yesterday, and he like brought up for half a second. I go, no. I'm like, remember in Avengers, I'm like Thor in Avengers when he's there in Iceland with the beard, and we don't say that name. I don't say that. Hey man, get out of there, you dumb cat.
Is
So
that what he said in the movie? Is that what he said? We don't say that name. Hey, get out of there.
because remember, because Hulk's trying to get him to come on, and he's all
Yeah,
fat
he's
and
sitting there.
bearded, and he's like,
He's got a beer belly. That's
he's
not
like
you.
Thanos, and he goes and grabs him. Take your hands off.
So real quick, we about to have a quick therapy session. So
No,
for all
dude, that's
you,
all. I got nothing else to say. It'll
no,
be
I
all
gotta,
that you can check it out in the special.
no. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. For anybody who's listening, it's a
Why
one
do you
year
always say
anniversary.
that?
I
That's
got
what it is. It's only people listening.
okay. Well, for people who may not be who may be watching, may not be watching. Okay. Um, it's about perspective, bro. It's about perspective. And the perspective is this. Yes, that was a horrible and dishonest
Oh, geez.
and
Right.
seriously, it was horrible.
Let's
It was
move
horrible. If
along. Let's move along. What
no,
are you
let me just
doing?
finish. Let
I
me just
don't
finish. Let
care.
me
I
just
want to
finish.
talk about this shit.
I know, but you brought it up, so we gotta
Well,
finish
that
it.
was it. That's I just wanted to drop a missile. Now I'm gonna
All
never bring up anything because
it's a
Reggie can't just let it hit. He's gotta
I
like,
can't no, because this
no,
is the
man.
thing. Because what I want to
And
say
now
to
that
you,
you in therapy, you an expert.
oh no. The one thing I learned in therapy is that I am not an expert. Well, and there's a saying: a wise man knows that he doesn't know everything, right? That he knows nothing. So, uh, all I'm saying is, perspective wise, it sucked that everything played out the way it did. It's been a year now. You're still here. You're still going. You're still thriving. You're still doing well.
Thriving is not the word.
Well, you're still
All right.
alive, bro. You're still alive, and you're still doing a thing. Point being is
Oh,
you're better. You're better. You're better now than you were before. That's
come
all I'm
here.
saying. Because
Come here. Come
when
here.
things are revealed and you find out, then you go,
Come
look,
here.
I'd much rather not be in that situation if it's like that than to be in some situation where it's not what I think it is, right? So that was it.
Here's the
So
cat carpet, man, being a real punk today. I took this
that's a
fool
pretty cat.
outside, and she just loves going outside. Now she wants to go outside all
Of
the time,
course.
and that's
Of
what she wants
course.
right now. Look, she don't like me holding her butt.
Yeah, it's a pretty cat though. Meow.
Don't you tell me I'm pretty. I'll you
Meow.
up.
She's gonna sit there and scratch your face.
She's
Maybe
close.
get the
Like I don't
scalp.
trust her. Like look at her. She's like, "Oh, I want to get you, dude."
She's like, put me down.
Okay.
So that was it, man. That's it. I just wanted to say
Dude. All right.
I just want to say you made
Brownies
it through.
won. Brownies won. They
Oh,
thankfully I wish every week we could play a team that's 1-5.
oh.
Because we killed the Dolphins. They're actually worse than us. I couldn't believe how bad the Dolphins are.
And you barely won.
Multiple interceptions, 3 interceptions,
Oh my
and a
God.
fumble. And
Wait,
Browns defense scored a touchdown.
is Tua still the quarterback for the Dolphins?
Yeah, and they benched him. They benched him, man. He was 0-3. He had three interceptions last week, and he had three interceptions yesterday against the Browns, and they benched him for I don't even remember the guy's name, Emu or something.
Okay, so look, I got to throw this out here right now.
Hold on. Let's see.
Tua went to Alabama. Jalen Hurts went to Alabama, right?
And Mac
Jalen
Jones.
Hurts, hold up, and Mac Jones went to Alabama, but Jalen Hurts was starting QB at Alabama. They bring in Tua. Tua beats him out for the starting job. They put Jalen on the bench. Now, Jalen won one by himself, and then he won one behind Tua. Jalen Hurts leaves Alabama. He goes to, I think he went to Oklahoma, and then he's up for the Heisman, right? Like he's a phenomenal quarterback. Goes into the league. Now the guy that he was playing behind, the guy that replaced him on some level, is in the league. He's in the league. That dude just threw six interceptions in two games, and this dude has had two Super Bowl appearances. He's 1-1. I'm just saying, man. I think Nick Saban might have pulled a plug on Jalen Hurts too early. But Jalen Hurts, I give him props because he left. He was like, "Yo, damn this." Like,
Right,
okay, I'm gonna finish out this year, but I know what I'm
right.
capable of. He's like, I'm out of here, and he went and made it happen, and now he's still making it happen.
I
So shout
mean,
out to Jalen
he
Hurts.
crushed yesterday. He's really beginning to rock. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. The Dolphins are in disarray, man. And
But didn't Tua have some medical issue? Didn't he have concussions or something?
no, yeah, a couple years ago, but he's been all right the past year or two. But he's just been
Been
rough back
terrible.
there. Yeah,
He been
it's been
terrible,
rough, man. So
dude. It's
that was good. That
I
was
gotta say
good.
this, man. It sucks like watching this era of football, which I don't watch a whole lot of, but I know growing up watching football, they really I think they've done a disservice to the quarterback position in the last 15 years easy in the sense that they are not developing guys the way they used to. Like remember when we were growing up, every team had a stellar quarterback. Even if they didn't necessarily go to the Super Bowl every
No,
year,
I don't know. They did. I don't know
well, okay,
that.
not every
Stellar.
team, not every team, but there was enough quarterbacks where you kind of go, there's more than one or two guys who are the guy, right? Like, and I'm going way back where you had decent QBs who could really do a thing, even if they didn't have a great all overall team, dudes could really play the QB position. Point being is that what they did, they turned that position into a disposable position. It's like they draft you out of college if you don't show improve in the first six games, and they're
Well,
like, "Oh, you're done," and then they're going to the next guy, and then they keep,
they
you know,
get
going.
developed, I think, a lot more in college. I mean, you're right. It is a lot quicker thing now. They're spitting them out more, and they're just
Yeah,
trying.
they just
But then you got like Jackson Dart now. He's taking over for the New York Giants, and he's looking good. And like, it's way better with him than Russell Wilson, who's a Super Bowl winning, quarterback. I
yeah,
mean,
but
a
how
lot of
many
that had to
years
do
is
with the
Russell?
Seahawks defense,
But
but
where's Russell Wilson? I mean, how many years is he in the
I know
league now?
he's kind of hit it now.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I don't know what's gonna you're right. And I mean, hey man, I mean our guy it was funny, our guy last week he threw 52 passes. This
okay,
week he threw like 18 or 20.
that's it.
Yeah, because we just ran. We with our running back got three touchdowns. It was awesome.
Oh,
It was
okay,
a
okay.
rainy, windy day. Uh,
They're
but
like you're they're like at QB, we realize your strength lies in your ability to pass the
Yeah,
ball off.
he don't throw downfield, and that's my concern. And I kind of was like, they didn't even like at a game like that, they're blowing them out. They had one more drive, I think, with 6 minutes left. They should have given Shador the ball, let him do it and check it out. The game's in hand. Let him get some rips in. You know what I mean?
What was the score?
31-6.
Oh yeah, they could have let Shador get some
I
time, man.
mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, they hey look, he's QB number two now, right?
Yeah.
He's QB two. So
I
who
mean,
was
I'll say the other guy, he's accurate, but it's all 15 yards in, man.
so
And
wait, who
he's
was the
small. He's like
Flacco?
six.
Flacco was the starting QB,
Yeah, and he went to
right?
the Bengals now, and he
And
kicked the Steelers' ass.
okay, hold up. So what's the head coach for the Steelers?
Mike Tomlin, he
Mike
didn't,
Tomlin.
he wasn't happy with us.
He did not like that. He was like, "Wait, you mean you traded your starting a guy that you thought was good enough to start for you? You traded him to an interdivision rival?" So I guess they smarter than we are. I guess they know something we don't know.
It was
So
like the last in division quarterback trade was like in the 70s or something, like before our lifetime.
Dude, how badly do they want to get rid of you that they're like, look, man, I'm gonna send you to our crosstown
I gotta
rivals.
tell you though, he wasn't working out. He did look at it, and everyone could be all on his jock because of this game. But that was one game. Like the week before they lost, no one was, and talking about it. We'll see the next week, but he's good. I mean, here's another thing. He has the best receivers now that he's ever had with Jamar Chase. I mean, he threw the ball to Jamar Chase like 20 times.
Oh wait, so he's doing well with the Bengals right now so far?
Yeah, they kicked the shit out of the Steelers. Well, they didn't kick the shit out. It was a back and forth. Aaron Rodgers for Joe Flacco, the two oldest quarterbacks in the league. It went all
Okay.
the way down to the wire. And yeah, man, Flacco ended up winning it in the end. And yeah, it was dope, dude. It was
Hey yo,
dope. It was
shout
a
out to
good game. I
Flacco.
was like, it was cool to see, even. It was just a good game.
Flacco was like, yo, it wasn't me, it was the organization.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
They-
because Jamar Chase is definitely like one of the best receivers in the league, and all he did was throw to him.
Oh,
And he's
that's funny.
constantly open. And yeah,
Hey
man.
man. Shout
So
out to
we'll see.
Flacco. Shout out to
Yeah, shout
Flacco.
out to Flag. He's still there. But here's the thing. Yeah, he might be doing great, but yeah, I mean, he's 40. He's not the future, dude. This is it. You know what I mean? He's only going to do so much more.
How old is he now? He's 40 what?
He's 40, and
He's
Rogers
14.
is
Okay.
41. So they're the two oldest.
Okay.
But he, like I said, man, he wasn't. It wasn't working, bro. We lost like four in the fucking row. All right.
Hey, look, you did what you had to do. The
We
dude went
got
to
we
a
got what are we gonna
crosstown.
do? We got Shador and Dylan Gabriel. We got to use them. We're gonna just sit around. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, all I know is the dude was playing with you guys and he was losing, and then he went somewhere else and he won. He's winning. I
He's
don't
one
know.
and one. He's 1-1 with
He's
them.
one
All
and one.
right.
So there you go.
He's 500.
He's a he's 500. So all right. Well, I'm glad to hear the Browns finally got a W. Too bad it was on
Finally,
the
bro.
it was over the over the lowly Dolphins.
And it's funny. Both wins now we have is when we dress like the brown uniforms with the brown helmets. So when we look like shit,
So wait. So
we win.
is there going to be like a suspicion, like a superstitious thing now? We got to
Yeah.
wear the brown uniforms in order to
Yeah.
win.
Now we
You
gotta
got
look
two
like
wins,
doo
right?
doo to win. That's our new thing, dude.
You got two wins, right? You got two
Doo doo
W's.
dubs, bro. We got two doo doo dubs. Ah,
Two doo-doo dubs. You stupid for
it's
that. That's
weird
funny.
because like it's matted. Like if they would have made it like shiny brown, I'd be like, okay, but it's matted, so it look a little doo doo. And I'm like, come on, you guys, you didn't need to mat it up.
Hey, you guys' theme song is that song by Luke Skywalker, by Uncle Luke from Two Live Crew. Doo-doo Browns, doo-doo Browns, doo-doo Browns, doo-doo
I
Browns.
don't know that
You don't
song.
know that song? Oh man, hold up.
That is that Two Live Crew or is that his
No,
solo
that was
project?
Luke. You don't know Doodoo Brown? Doodoo Brown, Doodoo Brown. Oh, dude.
No, let
Okay,
me
hold up.
look
We
it
gotta.
up.
I'm sorry for everybody. I'm gonna have to show this to
All
Sal real
right, I'll
quick.
just look it up, bro.
Oh yeah, because then you can put it on the thing.
All right, what hold on. Do Brown. What's his name? Oh, Two Live Crew.
Yeah, I guess yeah, go to Live Crew. Go with that one. Or I would say Luke. Luke. One of his greatest hits.
They say the best.
One of his greatest hits. I had this song on cassette.
Hold on. Oh wait, I don't want to. We can only probably play so much because.
Oh, here it come right here.
Oh here, I got it. Hold on.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, man, I can't hear you. Hold on. All
Don't
right,
stop, get
all
it.
right, ready?
Pop that, say Doodoo Brown.
Pop that pussy, let me see your doo-doo brown.
No, this is what. This is what that's what the Browns should walk out to now.
Well, hold up though. You got to get to this chorus. Okay,
All right, hold on. Well, we
all
can
right, go
only get
ahead.
the rights to so much.
Doo-doo brown. Shake them titties, baby. Shake them
Hold on,
titties.
wait. Is this the chorus? Wow, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, man. I had that song on cassette, and I let my boy borrow it, Marcus. I let Marcus borrow it. I never got my tape back. Never got my cassette back. Yo, Mark, I want my cassette back, man. I'm trying to play Doodoo Brown, Doodoo
Doo-doo
Brown, Doodoo
Browns,
Brown,
bro.
Doodoo
They,
Brown.
they, they, they got 2 wins now. Good for them, dude.
There we go. So yeah. So yeah, man, that was the joint back in the day. So yeah, the Doodoo Browns.
The Doo-doo Browns.
The Doodoo. So all right, man. All right. So real quick, keeping on a sports tip, Shohei Ohtani basically set records and broke records as the only player in MLB history to get 3 home runs in a playoff game, to strike out 10 batters in a playoff game, to batting however many runs, still how many bases. Like this dude is legit, man. He is like the truth. And I saw a thing that said the $700 million contract that he signed with the Dodgers, they made
Yeah.
that money back the first year
That's insane.
with the merchandise and whatever else. So, yo, man, I mean, dude is 6'4", 225 or something from Japan,
Yeah, it's
where
crazy to see how big he is.
he's a big guy. But in Japan, the Japanese baseball league is like really tough. It's really competitive. Like
Yeah,
it's probably on par with the US in a lot of ways, right? Just
right.
as far as like how good their stars are. Because their stars come over here and play and they still kick ass,
Right,
right?
right, right.
Suzuki, Matsui, and now Otani, like they've had guys come over who can really do a thing, man. So
What's
and
up,
I
Reg? Check this out, huh? Look at this. What's up, dog?
what's that?
What's up, bro? My chest, man. I'll be looking fucking. What's up, dog? It's just
That's
how I call him
hilarious.
now.
That's so funny because
Uh,
I'm like, what is this dude trying to show off? If you really want to show it off, you got to, oh, hold up. You want to see an old video of
no.
what?
All right,
No,
tell us about. You wanted
hold
to
up.
talk about no kings? You want to talk about Malcolm X? Let's hear
Yeah. Okay. Well, real quick, my boy sent me this video of me in college.
it. Doo-doo Browns. What are you rapping or something?
Yeah, that's me and AJ.
That's what it is. That's original TikTok.
Yeah.
You would have been. You're
You
like,
see that chest though? You see that boy chest right there? I'm rapping. I'm rapping Soul Food by Goody Mob.
that's
Um,
funny.
okay, so
That's
yeah,
funny.
Otani did a thing, man, and now they're National League champs and they're going to the World Series. So,
And then today is game 7 will be over by the time this airs, but it's today will be the Mariners and Blue Jays game 7. So that'll be interesting. And there's
oh
2 football games on. I love sports.
man, so who's favorite to win the World Series?
Oh, the Dodgers. Dodgers are like dominant, man. They've been
Okay.
killing, man.
Oh wow.
They just
Okay,
swept
but it's
these guys, and
baseball.
these guys are one. These guys are just one away from the World Series. They swept them.
Well, I mean, but it's
They're like,
baseball,
get
man.
out of here.
Dude, it's baseball. It comes down to pitching, right?
They
Like
did lose, I think, early in the first one, but um, yeah, they're just pretty dominant. We'll see. I hope it's a
well,
good series, but right
well, I
now,
say,
yeah, it could be a old Canada versus USA, or it
oh,
could be a
nice.
West Coast battle.
Well, either way, I'm gonna say shout out to Magic Johnson because I swear everything that dude touches turn to gold. We might as
Oh
well
yeah,
say
he
he got
always
the
finds
Midas
them.
touch. Yeah, because he's an owner over there. So shout out to Magic.
They love them out here. It's pretty popular out here. Everyone loves the Dodgers. They're all wearing the Dodgers. I tell you, I work at the Japanese bar, and so the Japanese really loving the Dodgers because
Oh, of course.
like there's a real
Dude,
yeah, it's cool to see.
Japan is probably the whole country's a Dodgers fan because of
Yeah,
Otani.
and there's another. You got the other guy too. I think Yamato is his name. They got 2 guys. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Japanese, they're going to support their guys regardless, right? It ain't no question about it. That whole country going to be rocking the blue and white. Uh, yeah. So okay, well, shout out to that. Um, okay, so you mentioned the No Kings rally on Saturday. I don't have a whole
Yeah.
lot to say about it except for, oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I didn't go. I went 4 months ago. I was like, it's kind of soon for a sequel. You know what I mean?
But it's not though.
I know,
It's
I know.
yeah, it's
But yeah,
not. It's
I
like
didn't go. I had to go get other work and supplies. But But
I'm like,
yeah, I
we need to
support the
have rallies
cause
like
for
that.
sure.
They talking about like 7 million people across the country came out. That's huge,
No, it's
man.
really impressive. And
Yeah,
then Trump just shits on it. He's just really gross. I hate how people how they act.
yeah.
You know, it's
His
just
AI, his jet flying,
yeah, it's just
poop dropping
gross.
plane. Yeah,
They
it's
just
pretty.
giving the bird. There's no unity. It's all division. It's all
Well, I mean,
and you notice how dangerous that is when you just constantly divide and piss people off. It's all you want to do. It's just whatever, dude.
well, okay, so we can get into this a little bit later, but I just finished listening to Malcolm X, and I'm currently listening to James Baldwin. And there is a statement that James Baldwin says where he talks about people think that um, basically the elites are not for the lower class people. They really don't think very highly of the lower class people. In fact, they only see them as tools to be used to get what they want because of the way the system is set up. And then when they get to their position of power, then they don't care about the people at the bottom. And that's very clear with the way this administration has been, I mean, they're gutting the lower class, the middle class, they're farmers, they're giving money to their friends, they've given tax cuts to their friends, they're enriching their people, they're enriching their own pockets. They it's funny how they do a really good job of making poor people or people who don't have very much angry at the people who have less than them,
Mhm.
even less than them, right? But they're at the top basically taking care of each other. Like we got the government shut down right now completely, and this dude is out playing golf. This dude is out having
Yeah.
$1 million plate fundraisers where people are legitimately not getting paid and not working.
Yeah, and it's over
So
healthcare. If they could just let the healthcare thing slide, then it'd be fine. Like it's just a humane thing.
they don't care. What they want to do is they really want to privatize everything so that they can have full control. I mean, I saw a thing recently
And
where it
just make
said,
money off everything. Money, 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 money,
"Oh,
money.
dude, it's all about capitalism and control." Like I saw a thing recently that said something about I want to say five people own 95% of the media, right? Like, and I mean, that's including streaming. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg has Instagram, TikTok, and WhatsApp. Uh, Bezos has the Washington Post or the Wall Street Journal, whichever one it is, one of those two. The Post, I think. And then, Larry Ellison has another thing. Uh, Rupert Murdoch is about to be a part of TikTok. Like, dude, they are legitimately controlling the information, like
Yeah.
controlling all the information. And
Yeah,
then they're
like
steadily,
they blocked out the press and the Pentagon.
exactly, they're blocking out the press. And then they're taking money away from free press and from the public. So they are trying to manipulate everything. And they're going to continue this whole cycle of making poor people feel like the people who have less than them are their real problem. And that's not the problem. The problem is that we got guys at the top over the last 10 years who have whose wealth has increased like by double and triple digits. It's one thing for a guy to be a 20 like have 28 billion dollars 10 years ago, and then you look up now he's got 283 billion dollars. That's
Right.
all money that's not circulating in the system. That's all money that's not going to employees. The rich are getting richer, and minimum wage has been about the same. Cost of living has increased. Prices of rent have gone up, but wages haven't been meeting that. But you got guys at the top who are like who got $300 billion. How much money was that could be in the system circulating with people paying their bills and having lower
Right.
groceries and buying cars and buying appliances and shoes and clothes and going out to restaurants and going to the movies. They talk about the system isn't working, that everything is dying, right? Because there's no one patronizing anything. Well, yeah, it's going to be hard for me to go to the movies and to go out and enjoy myself or patronize different establishments when I can barely buy groceries or gas is killing me, right? Like, so man, it's a whole thing. But yeah, damn that.
I
I'm glad
feel
that
you,
people went
man.
out. I'm glad that people went out and protested. Sal and I discussed this. I personally did not go out. And it's not because I don't support it. I do support it. I support everybody and everything that's involved. Personally, I can't do big crowds like that. It's a trust thing for me that goes back to my childhood. I can't be in large crowds. I'm very uncomfortable. Like if I go to a concert, I can't be in the mosh pit in the bottom section. That's just not gonna be me. I'll sit in the back at the top of my back against the wall, and I'll watch. Right.
I
So
mean, I'll say I don't really like big crowds myself. And
yeah.
And when I did go last time, I was kind of just on the sides taking photos, which was kind of cool. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah, see,
Pedro
I could do
Pascal
that.
was at it this weekend. I could have met the Mandalorian. I should have went.
I know I saw that. He was out there in full
Yeah.
regalia doing his thing, man, taking pictures and being
I
with
like
man.
him, man. I like him. He speaks his mind. He fights,
Yeah,
he
he's a
fights
good
for
dude.
people's rights. I
Yo,
appreciate him.
what about Robert Downey? I mean, not Robert Downey Jr., but Robert De Niro. He's showing up on every platform that these dudes have it. So I love the fact that these guys who have some celebrity are willing to speak up, right? Because it's so
Right,
easy when you have money, when you're like, a lot of these guys, they have money, so they don't have the same ills that we have, right? So it's easy
right,
for them to not say something. But when you got people who do have the means and are maybe not impacted as harshly or directly as we are, when they speak up, it's like, yo, that's cool, man. I appreciate that. So shout out to
right.
them. And shout out to everybody who went out to support. It was great. I think that if we ever get a chance to have a free and fair election again, I think the people are basically showing how they feel, right? And hopefully they come out in droves to make to let their voices be heard, make some decisions, try to cripple this thing before they fully dismantle our government and uh and there's no free and fair elections anymore. And we have this dude trying to stay in office forever and he and his cronies. So yeah, shout out to everybody. It was a great showing. And I love the fact that the different parts of the world also showed solidarity and had their own No King marches as well. So shout out to Japan for doing it and
Saw
a couple other
Paris did
countries.
it.
Paris did it. So yeah, France, viva la France. All
Yeah.
right. And the last thing that we're gonna talk about.
Well, I wanted to talk about Highway to Heaven.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
Because
okay.
I think this will just be fun, bro.
You got to set
Uh,
it up though. You got to set it up.
yeah.
Tell us the show.
Um,
'Cause not everybody gonna remember that show. I barely remembered it. I only saw
well,
clips
it's
of it.
funny because like I was looking it up and there was a lot. Highway to Heaven was like kind of popular, man. It was like the number one show for a little bit.
What?
It made NBC. I read when it came out in like 85 or something. It made NBC the number one network for the first time since the 50s.
Okay, damn.
I know.
50s?
And what's crazy, and here's the thing, and this is why I could just never give up and just believe in what you believe in. Because I was researching this and stuff. So Michael Landon, Michael Landon, like Michael Landon,
From
my
Little House
mom.
on the Prairie.
Right. So my mom loved Michael Landon. Michael Landon had a great career in TV.
And he had all
First
that
he,
hair.
well, yeah, but first he did Bonanza as Little Joe.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
yeah, and
dun,
I
dun,
used to
dun,
watch
dun, dun,
Bonanza all the
dun.
time, bro.
Oh, so you got an affinity
So,
for
okay, because I remember Big Hoss, and I only remember as a kid, you only remember like moments. Like I'll see like the A Team, and I remember like certain episodes, and then you rewatch it, like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, I remember. So it's very nostalgic, right?
right
Um, Okay, so I'm watching okay, so yeah, so I remember there was one with Big Hoss and
on Bonanza.
yeah, and someone was getting hanged and Big Hoss like grabbed his leg so he wouldn't get hanged and
Oh,
the guy
damn.
shot Big Hoss in the arm and Big Hoss used his other arm and then he was just like you know, it's definitely like they're still playing here and there, but it was on forever. But anyway,
Yeah,
then he did Little House on the Prairie. I never watched that one much. And
yeah, that's
then
awesome.
and then he did Highway to Heaven. But even Highway to Heaven, after those first two big hits, NBC wasn't down to do it. They thought it was gonna bomb. They didn't think it was a hit, but then they needed something at the moment, and so they put it on and it killed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
I
does
mean,
get a little sappy. It's pretty silly, but it is kind of cool, like this angel, because as a kid, you always like he had the powers.
oh, that's funny. So you didn't set it up for people. Highway to
Okay,
Heaven. I mean, we know the star was a guy named Michael Landon, but he played in the show. He was an angel on Earth, and he had powers of an angel, so he could change situations or change things around.
and he
Um,
also hung out with his buddy Mark, who is Victor French, who is also on House of the Prairie, and that's how they met.
oh, okay.
That's how he got to know him. And another thing, they didn't want to put Victor French in. They want to put a young actor with them. And Michael Landon said, "No, I want my 50-year-old friend to be in this with me." And
Oh,
it
good.
kills. And he's a really good actor. Like,
Good for
so
him. I see you, Michael Landon, using his position, the power
yeah.
to make
All
to
right.
help keep a guy's career.
So here we go. Let's get
Okay.
into it.
All
The
right. So you're gonna set the scene up for us? What's happening in the scene?
So this, I remember this. So like I was saying, I remember something, and as a kid, and like this was the episode, the Halloween episode, when the devil appears.
Oh, okay. We got angels and devils.
And as a kid, my family was religious. My mom, she'd watch this because of we're Catholic. So like I was all like, this was a scary episode to me. I
Oh
mean, this was
yeah.
early on in the second season. So you're like,
The Christian
the
indoctrinating of
devil's
our
in,
nation.
the devil's in this episode,
Oh
dude.
my God. Oh my God, the devil
Then
is
you go to Catholic
real.
school the next day and you ask everyone, like, yo, did you see the devil episode on
Oh
Highway to
my
Heaven?
God, that's hilarious. Eighth grade. I was in fifth grade. I mean, 85, I was in fifth grade. I was not watching no damn Highway
No,
to
I
Heaven. I
was
remember
young.
seeing
Yeah, I
the
was like in elementary school. So like, so it really like creeped me out a little. All right, so here we go.
okay.
So this one though is a good episode, man. I remember
Oh,
he gets the shyster, this guy, to help him con the devil.
okay. So the guy in the hat in the middle, he's the
Right.
shyster. Okay.
Yeah, obviously, shyster outfits. And then this is Michael Landon, obviously. And on
Okay.
the right is Victor French.
And Victor French is, oh, and that's his big
That's
buddy
Mark,
from,
always wearing an A's hat.
In order
okay.
to save some kid.
Oh, it's quiet.
And you two want me to help you con the devil in order to get back this contract. And you're an angel. Right. You mean full tilt angel. The halo, the wings, the whole Megillah. Yeah, well, actually, I don't have my wings yet. I'm sort of on probation.
Trying to get them wings.
Me too. Well, gents, I've heard some good ones, but this one tops them all.
All right, so
That's
that's
funny.
I love too how he just comes out and tells him, "Yeah, I'm an angel.
Yeah.
We need to
Well,
con the devil."
I gotta earn my wings, but yeah. Like, okay, full tilt, angel, wings, a halo. Well, yeah, I don't have my wings yet. I gotta earn them. Like, oh yeah, me too. Right.
Okay, so dude, it's so funny how certain things stick with you. And I remember being this is scary and like the devil comes out of the floor, dude, of like this crazy bookstore.
Came out of the floor. Are you gonna show us that part?
Yeah, so here we go. I think
Okay,
this
all
is
right.
that part. I
I
try
want to
to
see how
video as
they
much as possible.
I want to see how they made the devil come out of the floor because they didn't have CGI back then.
Oh no, that's it. Oh, yeah, this is the 80s, dude. It's like 85.
Jeez. All right.
All right, here we go. Share. All right. See all the smoke?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
And
see how this
all right,
goes.
let's see. Oh,
So
he
that's
came
his
up this.
buddy. Here he comes, dude.
Oh, oh wow. They got him with horns and everything. Red lighting and red smoke.
It's going blurry, but okay, there's that.
I remember that actor. Man, that sucks. They hired they had him to be the devil with the horns, the whole thing, right? All right, well,
All
hey.
right, so I got two more, dude. These are great.
Oh boy. Okay.
I
All
love
right.
like the jokes. They do these jokes and shit. Um, but okay, here's one. Here's another one. This is and so the devil. Yeah, that's what happened. So Mark, for some reason, this kid's dying in the hospital that he hit with his car. And Mark said, I'll do anything to keep him alive. And that assistant guy has him sign a contract, so he sells his soul. So they need to try and get it back, right? So now the devil's showing up to come
Claim.
collect. Okay. So that's why he's
Mm,
coming up out of the ground. So
mm.
now, for some reason, the devil though, he has to take a cab then to go to Mark's place.
I mean, it must be nice that the devil can get a cab and a black dude can't. I mean, jeez.
Right. So in this scene, the devil's in the cab with the associate, and with the cabbie. And
He's hey man, he's a low budget cat. I mean, a low budget devil. He's a devil on a budget. He's a devil on a budget.
yeah, well, they
He's
didn't have
not Al
Uber
Pacino
yet, you know,
in
but
Devil's
so he had to
Advocate.
get a cab. He didn't take the bus, but here we go.
What is that? It smells like smoke.
It's my cologne.
It's just commode.
What do you call
It's
it?
my
Anyway?
cologne.
Brimstone.
Brimstone. That Calvin Klein. What a guy.
That's hilarious. The devil is in the back seat, smelling like fire and brimstone, and that's his cologne. Holy cow. Man, these dudes, they was getting away with writing whatever they wanted to, huh? Back in the day. Like, it's like, that's my cologne. What is that? Brimstone. Oh
It's
man, that Calvin Klein. Hold on. And the driver. Oh man, that Calvin Klein, I swear, he's a thing. That if this is real, the cab is going like this. The cab is going like
Oh,
this.
here's the
Wait, go
best
back, go
part.
back. Wait, go back and watch it. Let's go back and watch just that second, just so that
Oh, with the cab moving?
yeah. Because if he's driving like this, he's driving. They should both be car sick.
All right, let's see.
All right,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at this devil.
that Calvin Klein.
This
I
is a
tell you,
strong devil, bro. Look at that devil.
I know fire and brimstone.
Here we go.
Brimstone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That Calvin Klein. What a guy.
Calvin Klein. Maybe it's just hard to make those cars go straight, right? Like
It's a
they're
big one,
constantly
bro. All
that
right.
Calvin Klein.
Now this is
Oh,
the best, dude. So then the cab drops him off.
okay.
And it's just so funny seeing the devil enter the apartment building.
He doesn't just appear. He can't just
No, he's gotta get dropped off, dude. All right, so here we go.
do the same rules apply to the devil they do to Dracula.
Just let me get out of here.
He's
Watch
gotta
him run away. Watch this.
he's got his cape up. They're like, in this scene, we want to do something that looks very devilish. Put your cape up. Right?
Put your
Like,
cape up for this shot.
put your
All right,
cape up
get
for
out
this
of the
shot.
car.
Leave it smoking.
Pop that cape. There we go.
There we go.
Just strolling
All right.
up.
It's like you're the
Ah.
devil. The devil puts his cape up to let people know that he has a cape. Is the devil like Dracula where he has to get permission to come in? He rings the doorbell and he's like, can
No,
I
I
come
think
in?
no, he just got right in. I can't remember. I think they might have knocked. Well, then in the end, I
Bing,
hate to
bing.
ruin it for you guys, but Michael Landon, they say, hey, well, how about you get an angel's soul? That's worth way more than Mark's soul. The devil goes, all right. And I forget somehow the shyster. Oh, that's what it was. He had him sign some other contract.
With invisible ink.
No, I think no, he just replaced it. He faked him out. He like pretended like he double crossed Mark and Michael, the angel, but in fact he didn't. And then they switched the contract, and but anyway,
So in the end, the devil got
they
no
got
soul.
Mark's contract for his soul back, is what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Congratulations to Mark.
Yeah, so then he got to go on and say more people. Sad story with those two. They both died shortly after that. The guy Mark died before the last episode even aired.
Wait,
And
the guy, which one was Mark? Talking about the one who sold his soul?
yeah, with the A's hat. He died at age 54 of lung cancer. And then 2 years later, Michael
Oh,
Landon died also at 54 from prostate cancer.
yo, I remember that. I do remember him
Yeah.
dying. Man, they both died at 54.
Crazy.
So that dude was 54 in that picture, the big guy with the A's hat on?
Yeah, well, yeah, not yet. That was a little younger. But
Okay, so that
yeah,
was like 50, 51,
50
52.
maybe. Yeah, it was the early second season, but yeah.
Okay, okay. So just for the record, the old 50 looks like the modern day 60. Like I think about people who were 50 when I was a kid and what they look like. Yo, it's crazy, man. People age. I mean, people always say it's not the years, it's the miles, right? I think life was just harder, man, because people who look like, oh, okay, I'm 51, right? I see people who in their fifth, like when the people that I knew growing up who were 51, they look way different than I look right now.
Well, there's a few things. Diet is way better. We know way more about food, exercise. There's more options to eat. Once they started throwing corn syrup in it, and everything was cheaper, and everyone just like, fell for that and eating salty bullshit. And
Yeah.
yeah, and honestly, still though, I know some people. I go back home, I go back places. You see people, you're like, oh well, they might be the same age, but they look older because diet and exercise is a lot.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's quality of life. It's quality of life and it's choices that we make.
But it is a
The
lot
drinking.
easier now too, to get,
Well,
you know.
I think people are more conscious about what they put in their body. Well, I would hope people are more conscious about what they put in their body. There's still a whole segment of
I mean, but
society
my
that's still
grandma was almost like a
drinking.
hundred. She lived to like 100, so it's like,
Yeah,
you
my
know,
mom looked great. My mom lived to 96 and she looked great.
yeah,
But truth be told, my mom, she was eating organic before organic was even a thing. She always got her food from the market, from the farmer's market. So we rarely ate anything out of a box or a can, right? Or anything that had some shelf life. Everything was always fresh. She always cooked it. And I think that's one of the things that we've lost in society now is that because people have to work more often, have to work more to make ends meet. They don't have the time to put in the effort to cook meals. So it's always about a quick fix. It's always about trying to get something that's already done, something to pop into the microwave, or you know what I mean? Like there's my mom would take if we ate at 5, she would start cooking at 3, right? Because she had to prep. She had to cut everything up and she had to get things ready, had to put this on the stove, had to put that in the oven, had to do a thing, stir it and do it. So there was more time, energy, and effort put into the food because it was fresh food. That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
grew up on, right?
yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
and I still love cooking. It's very relaxing.
yeah. And you
And
can't be drinking all the soda and eat.
no,
Man, look,
soda is horrible. I remember, man, as a kid, that's all I had was soda and
damn.
milk, and
Soda is terrible, bro. It's all sugar. Look, our diets right now, the food that they have for people, it's it's got so much sugar in it. It's heavily processed. And people don't think about this. I mean, people should now, and hopefully they do. But all the chemicals put into the food that allow it to sit on the shelf for X amount of days, weeks, all those chemicals are going into your body, right? The food you eat should, if left out over a day or so, should probably start to rot because it's fresh, right? So it means you got to eat fresh food because we are what we eat. That's 100% a fact. We
and I'm
are what
telling
we
you, man,
eat.
I noticed it in France. Like when I ate that food there, how fresh and different it tasted because yeah, they're way
Yeah,
more stringent on that.
yeah. So, you know, but man, that's crazy. Both of them died at 54.
Crazy,
Jeez.
man.
D'Angelo.
Hey, he just
The
passed.
artist,
That's
he
right.
just passed. Shout out to, RIP to D'Angelo. He was 51, but he had pancreatic cancer.
That's another
Pancreas.
bad. Yeah, I just went to the doctor. I got my checkup. I got say I still got I got high cholesterol. I got to work on high triglycerides.
Oh, really? All right, you got to go
Wow.
for a walk, man. Go for
I
more
walk all the
walks.
time. I eat good.
Well,
I don't understand.
you got to get your heart rate up.
All
You got
right,
to
well,
get your
wrap
heart
us
rate
up,
up.
Reg. I got to meet with my editor. We're gonna
I don't know,
do
dude. You gotta go for
speed
you got to
things
get your
up.
heart rate up. Well, the last one is this. I just finished listening to the entire book of the autobiography of Malcolm X, and it was amazing. It was read by Larry Fishburne, who did a phenomenal job.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Lawrence, what did I say, Lawrence? What did I say, Lawrence?
Larry.
Oh, I said Lawrence? I
You
meant
said
Larry
Larry.
Fishburne.
Larry Fishburne.
Oh, not Larry. Lawrence. Is it Lawrence?
His brother Larry did it?
Wait, it's Lawrence Fish. Which one is it? Larry
It's
or Lawrence?
Lawrence.
Lawrence Fishburne. It is Lawrence. I don't know where I got Larry from. Okay. Um, couple things, a few things. One, Malcolm X spent a lot of time in Detroit.
No, dude, it's Michael X.
You funny. Malcolm X spent a lot of time in Detroit. He had a brother named Reginald, which was funny because in the book he's talking about his brother Reginald all the time, which is that's who I was growing up was Reginald, and born in Detroit. And he mentioned the name of someone named Cotton, and that's my biological father's real last name that I've never met. But I was like, yo, I wonder if you know what I mean?
He
Whatever.
ran with the
No, but this is the thing. I think there's been a huge misrepresentation of Malcolm X. He was not a violent person. He did not believe in violence by any means necessary. He did believe in self-defense, but that was across the board for anybody, not just black people, but for white people. If you feel like you're threatened, then yeah, you need to protect yourself. It's about self-preservation. I think that listening to his whole story, like reading this, like listening to this book and hearing about his life from his childhood into his adulthood and finally to the end, it's really a story about a young man whose father was taken from him. His father was killed by white people. His mom was driven into a crazy house by white people, and he was left without any guidance, um, and without any mentorship. And he basically, what we see is what you hear is a story about a young man who's trying to find his way into the world and who gets pulled into these different sections, who's kind of mentored by the streets to some degree, street hustlers, ends up in prison, looking for another mentor to some degree, finds one. He's looking for it because he talked in the book. He talks about these different people who come into his life who are like father figures. So you have a kid who grows up without a father, trying to find his way, and then he finds the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who has these teachings and has these beliefs about white people, and based on his childhood and his upbringing, from what he saw and the treatment that his family received from white people and where they were in the time that he was in the world in the 40s and the 50s into the 60s and what the nation was like, Jim Crow, and there was segregation, there was a lot of things happening. It's understandable to see how he would kind of fall into the Nation of Islam or follow the Nation of Islam. And then to learn everything that he learned, all the books that he read while he was in prison, trying to understand what Elijah Muhammad was talking about and his ability to take in that information, comprehend that information, compare and contrast, and then be able to recall that information on a high level. The dude was probably one of the smartest people ever, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? One of the smartest people ever to get to a point where he is legitimately sitting with world leaders. He's sitting with high level academics discussing things. And that was one of the things that led to Elijah Muhammad being jealous of him because Elijah only had a fourth grade education. And as well as he could speak
Wow.
to, yeah, as well as he could speak to the black masses or to the black people in low income areas, he did not have the ability to go into those same circles and speak to the educated people in a certain way, right? The academics, because he didn't have that same level of knowledge. And then to hear about him going to Mecca and all the and having that moment of like, yo, in my mind and the way I was what I believed was that all white people were bad. But here in Mecca, where you have people from all walks of life, from all parts of the world, who are completely blonde haired, blue eyed, where you have people of different colors from different places, but we all believe the same thing. We all worship the same God. We all pray the same. We eat from the same food. We sleep on the same floor. He realized that the idea of, the blonde haired, blue eyed devil was not about white people being the devil, but it was about the attitude of white people in the country, right?
Right.
So it's not about white people being bad. It's about how white people, the attitude of white people in this country and how they treated black people. Hey man, one of the things he said it made so much sense to me, and I heard this, I listened to it a couple of times, but it's funny how, through slavery and the transit, the Atlantic transit, um, so many people were killed, and they brought black people over here and basically stripped them of their language and their culture and their last names. What I didn't know was that the X stands for basically because you were taken from your homeland and you were given your master's last name and you don't know your real last name, they strip you of your master's last name and they give you the X because you don't know your last name.
Yeah.
So in the book, you hear Malcolm X, you hear brother Larry X, you hear brother, Bernard X, Betty X,
You
right? Um,
didn't know that?
I didn't know that part. I did not know that
Yeah,
part.
I
But what
know.
I do know, but what I did hear is that it's funny that they took all these black people and they stripped them of all their culture and their history and their language and their
I don't
ability
know
to
if that's
communicate with each
funny.
other. No, 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 that's not funny.
Oh,
But what they did was they stripped them of all that stuff and then they gave them Christianity and they gave them their Christianity, their God.
right.
And the idea was, and the struggle has always been, yeah, life is hard here, So basically, what he said was that white people built their heaven on earth, and for black people, they built their heaven in the sky.
Mm,
Right? It's like yeah, you're in hell on earth right now because of the way you're treated, right? You don't have anything, you don't own anything. We keep you from having anything. We don't want you to read, we don't want you to own. We keep you from being able to get loans, to live in neighborhoods. We don't give you jobs, we don't give you opportunity, but that's okay because one day when you die, you get to go to heaven and things are going to be great. But while you're here on earth, we own everything. We have the capital, we have the land, we have the power, we control everything. So we live in the big houses, we got the good food, we drive the nice cars, we got the nice neighborhoods, we are taken care of. So our heaven, we're living our heaven now, but don't worry because one day you're gonna get to go to your heaven in the sky,
right.
right? Which is bullshit,
Yeah.
dude.
Hey, does he in that is that in the biography where doesn't he like apologize about the one regret about the white woman who wanted to help him and
Yes,
first
yes.
he
He talked about that. It's in the last chapter where he says that the one young lady who came to him in the Muslim cafe who had seen him at a campus, speaking on campus, and by the time he got back to New York, she had basically caught the first thing smoking too, and he happened to be in the Muslim cafe, and when she came in and she asked him, she's like, "Listen, I heard you speak and I feel a certain type of way, and like, is there anything that I can do that can help out?" And he was like, "No, there's nothing you can do." And she left. But then after his trip to Mecca and having this experience and meeting so many different people who looked like straight up white people who showed him more hospitality than he's ever experienced in his life, who treated him like an equal, who didn't see his race, but they all had the same beliefs. He said in the book, he said, to that young lady, I wish I knew her name because I would apologize. He's like, I'd like to apologize to her because there is something that you can do. But he talks about how white people can help and what happens sometimes when white people help, what happens with black people when white people help, right? And how to try to keep that from happening. And I could totally see it. Yo, man, the book was amazing. I'm so glad I listened to it. I reached out to my boy Marcus's dad, Dr. Huntley, who was he was a Black History professor at the University of Alabama, and I wanted to talk to somebody about it. And so when I reached out to him, I said, Dr. Huntley, um, I said, I want to say I'm embarrassed, but I'm actually not because I don't think I was ready for it at the time. But I said, but I'm currently listening to the autobiography of Malcolm X, and I feel like I probably should have read it a long time ago, but I wasn't ready for it then. And I said, but I know there's something personal that I know, and I said, based on that information, um, I know that I believe that you have some admiration and an affinity for Malcolm X. And so I was just curious to hear, did you ever get a chance to talk to him or see him live or anything like that?
oh
And he said, well, Malcolm X was my Martin Luther King at that time. And he goes, I never got a chance to talk to him about it. I mean, I never got a chance to see him speak live or see him at all, but he goes, I read that book and it had a profound effect upon me. And then I started a whole conversation that was amazing. So shout out to Dr. Huntley. And I want to call him back now to talk to him some more about it. But last thing I'll say is I think there's been a huge misconception and misrepresentation of Malcolm X. I think that he was a phenomenal guy. I think he was super smart. I think he was super gifted. And it makes me wonder what his life could have been if he lived in a time where there was true equality and he had the opportunity to have a chance to explore education and be able to be mentored and raised by people who had a different perspective. I think that dude would have changed the world, and no matter what he did.
yeah,
Um,
I definitely cut down way too soon.
yes, and he was not.
Same with Martin Luther King and Bobby and Jack Kennedy. Like you just, it's when people are that young and you cut them down, you don't even know what else, what
Wait,
more could happen.
this is the thing, dude. I saw a thing yesterday that said a sign of intelligence of someone highly intelligent is the ability to change their mind. Most people
Mm.
get stuck in their egos and they will not change their mind. But to have the
Right.
ability to listen to someone and say, huh, hey, you make a good
Right.
point
You're
there. I
gonna
need
have
to
to be
think
able to
about that.
even your mind has to be able to even
You have to be
entertain that.
malleable. You have to be malleable. You have to be
Yeah.
flexible mentally. People who are rigid and not flexible in their ideas are not signs of highly intelligent people.
I
So
just
for
saw a
Malcolm,
thing. John C. Riley was saying how people need to be empathetic. Like,
they need to be
people
empathetic.
act like that was a weakness. They're like, no, that's a strength.
It's a strength, right? So for this dude to be completely devoted to the Nation of Islam for the 12 years that he was involved, and then go to Mecca and then be able to be enlightened and see and learn um, the true let me see the true teachings of Islam, right? Learning how to pray properly, right? Understanding what the messengers are about and who they are. And hey, man, that's a sign of someone highly intelligent to be able to say, hey, look, I know I said a thing for a long time, but that thing is not accurate, right? Like I've been enlightened. So
Yeah.
just imagine if that's where he was at that point, what happens with the next level of enlightenment?
Right. How much brighter he could have even
How
been.
much brighter? But I think he's a direct sign of, I think he's a direct example of how systemic racism and direct racism can affect the minds and bodies and spirits of, and how it has affected minds, body, and spirits of Black people in this country when not given an opportunity, or opportunities have been taken from you, or your family structure has been destroyed. His father being killed, his mom being driven mad, and then he and his siblings being separated and put in different places based on the system because they didn't believe that she didn't want the assistance that they were trying to offer, right? And then he's raised by the streets. So then he becomes this guy, and then he ends up getting in jail because of his habits or what have you. Um, and then in there he finds out and he starts studying it. Dude, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. So he's been misrepresented as a person who's been overly violent, and he was not that at all.
Right. Right.
He was
You
a
give
very
him like
smart
that
guy.
label him as the angry black man, really.
Exactly. They got the one picture with him and the gun at the window, and it's like by any means necessary. It's like, yo, man, that's a misrepresentation because that's not what he was about.
Right.
But yeah, so that was
All
it.
right, Reg. Well, thank you for the education.
And now I'm reading James Baldwin,
All
which
right.
yeah, and then next I got W.E.B. Du Bois, Soul of Black Folk, where we
Look
live
at
in this.
look at the little Rita here. Looks like we got ourselves a Rita. All right, close us out, Reg.
All right. Hey guys, folks, people, everyone watching and listening. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We love it. We're gonna keep doing it. So with that being said, if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. That's the best thing you could do for us. If you have a comment, don't be afraid to leave a comment. Sal loves the comments, positive and negative. He loves all of them. It gets him going. It's provocative. No, what does it mean?
Going.
It doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does. It's provocative. No, it's not. It gets the
Gets the
people
people
going.
going.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so with that being said, that's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele, and this is Spitballing. Peace.